What's up? Inflatable Enthusiast here, and I got a brand new review for you guys today. This is on the Gemmy 6.5 foot tall Airblown Inflatable Animated LED Mouse Eating Cookie. So this is being sold at Home Depot this year for $99. It's a brand new design for 2024, and it features the nom nom like mouth chewing animation. You can see right there. Gemmy has used this on a bunch of different inflatables. Most notably the chipmunk inflatable, and they also had a penguin eating a fish inflatable with that same animation. When we first saw this at the beginning of the year, the leaked image that was shown, I really liked it. It reminded me of the excerpt from "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," you know, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. It reminded me of that, and also it reminded me of that book I used to read as a kid, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. And I've wanted an inflatable with this animation before. I'm not a huge fan of the chipmunk because to me it doesn't really make much sense with Christmas. I do like the penguin design. That does fit Christmas a little better, but I still just prefer this one. This is my favorite personally. I like, you know, the mouse design and the cookie and everything like that. I just think it's cute. So I wanted to pick this one up. But when we saw a clearer image of it from like the Home Depot showroom, it showed that it had LEDs. And I was very fearful that this was going to have a cheap fan with LEDs. But I was pleasantly surprised when I saw this in store and when I saw it, you know, online a few weeks ago, that this does have a base fan and it does have C7s. Although I will get to that later in the review. There's actually something a little different with the lights that are in it, but I'll get to that in a little bit. So yeah, I went to my local Home Depot yesterday and I picked up 3 inflatables. This is one of them. The reviews for the other 2 will be out in the next few weeks or so. So yeah, without further ado, we'll get into this. You can see the front of the box right here is a typical Home Depot Home Accents holiday box with the red background and the nice logo in the top left corner. 6.5 foot animated LED mouse eating cookie, indoor and outdoor use. Mouse chews cookie. There's the image of the inflatable there. You can see the top of the box is actually quite dusty. This was the last one they had in stock, and I had to reach way far back on the shelf to grab it. I guess it must have been out here for about a month or two because the box is very dusty on the top. But that's why I bought it yesterday. This one and one of the other inflatables I got were the last ones my local Home Depot had in stock. So I was like, if I don't get these now, I'm not going to get them at all. So I picked them up, and I'm glad I did. The side of the box is identical. The back here, you have the height comparison, a nice diagram of the inflatable. It doesn't say 2024 Gemmy Industries, but it is a 2024 design, and then the other side is the same. One thing I like that Home Depot does on the inside of their boxes is they show you where all the zippers are in the inflatable. There's one on the back of his head and then one by the base fan, just because some people don't zip them up completely and then they think there's something wrong with it. Also, an important note, any missing parts or issues that the manual cannot solve, call this number if you have any issues before returning the inflatable. So I like that they include that on their boxes. Here's the steak pack. You got just a normal Gemmy steak pack, 4 plastic steaks, 4 fishhook steaks, and 4 tethers. And the instructions are actually a little smaller than usual. I'm not sure why. I just thought I'd point that out for anyone that was curious. Here's the inflatable itself. I got it all taken out here. It has a YEF 80, which is great for this design. This is a very small inflatable, so a YEF 80 is perfect. It inflates very fast and it inflates very tight, so I have no complaints with the fan. So without further ado, we'll plug it in. And yeah, right away you notice the one interesting thing about the inflatable. So it inflates extremely fast. I love it. It's extremely tight as well. The design is great. I love the Christmas mouse designs that Gemmy has come out with over the years. I love the hot cocoa mice where the 2 mice pop up and stuff like that. And the mouse archway with like the 2 mice under the mistletoe. I just like, I don't know why, I really like Christmas mouse inflatables. I think they're cute and funny. So this one I really wanted to get, and I'm glad I did. The animation, as you can see, looks great. He's chewing on the cookie, and you can see he's taking a giant bite out of it right there. Again, I love the cookie more I like the penguin design, but I just prefer the cookie more. It's just more Christmassy to me. It's a chocolate chip cookie, as you can see. He's got a green scarf, a red Santa hat. That's where he gets his 6.5 feet from. The mouse himself is actually only about 5 feet. So yeah, he's got a very simple design, not too overly cutesy, nothing too detailed. You see he's got his tail on the back here. It's kind of off-centered, but it's fine. It looks good from the front. Then you have a zipper here to access the back of the head to get to the animation if you need it. But yeah, the interesting part about this inflatable is when I saw it in store, I was like, those are bright white lights. Did they put LED lights in the base fan inflatable? That would be really, that would suck. Because they did do that with the Buddy the Elf and Papa Elf scene that's being sold, I believe, at Target or something like that, where it's Buddy the Elf sitting on Papa Elf's lap. They gave that a base fan, but they gave it the snap LEDs that go in the back of the inflatable, which suck. Everyone hates those things. Not only do they look terrible, but they're super hard to replace. They dim out over time, and they just don't look good. This does not have those. It actually has a normal C7 strand, but they just put bright white C7s inside. I don't know why they chose to do that, but as you can see, they're just normal. They're just a normal C7 strand, but they're bright white C7s instead of the warm white that's on a typical Gemmy inflatable. I personally hate the look of bright white Christmas lights. I prefer the classic warm white, kind of yellowish color, I guess you could say. So I will definitely be changing those, but I'm glad that they are on a C7 strand, so they're very easy to fix. You can just unscrew them, and then I got a bunch of spare ones right here that I can just replace and screw in. So that's what I will be doing, and I recommend you do it as well if you're like me and you like the typical classic warm white C7 look. But yeah, I'll go turn off the lights so you can see it in the dark. It lights up really good, but it doesn't look good, you know? Like, the color is just bad. I don't like the bright white color to it. But it has 4 C7s. It's got 2 in his body, 1 in his head, and 1 in the cookie. It lights up perfect. I don't think it needs any more. But like I said, I will be changing the lights to be normal C7s. I was going to do that before I made the review, but I wanted everyone to be aware of what it would look like, obviously, what you would see when you purchase it. So that's why I didn't do it. But I will be doing it after I post this review. But yeah, I recommend this for $100. It's a little steep, honestly, but you are getting a base fan. You are getting a really nice looking animation and just a classic looking design. So I recommend this one. If you like the design, I'd say it's worth it. So yeah, my Home Depot, like I said, had 1 left. So I'm assuming these are selling out at other stores as well. So if you want to get it, I recommend getting it now. Obviously, now that Halloween is over, these designs are going to be, starting to sell more. So, yeah. But anyways, thank you for watching. I'm the Inflatable Enthusiast, and I'll see you guys next time.